we go. Okay, so we're gonna go for... Let's go for this one. Okie dokie. So this is going to be the first match that we cover in the monthly automated tournament for Guild Wars 2. Again, Nike, thank you earlier for resubscribing for 24 months. For 2 years. I didn't ask Nike if he wanted to add or subtract time. He gets a resub addition if he wants to. I don't know where he is though. That is completely up to him, of course. I hope you're well, everyone in the chat, as we start our first game. I'm not going to go over the builds too much right now. Let's just have a look. This is going to be Swarm versus Dragon's Despair. I always do dis rather than des. Dragon Despair. Dragons. Dragons. It's all about the dragons. There you go. So, let's have a look. Wet Memes, Firebrand, Herald. And we've got Mirage, obviously. Oh, what's the thief? Oh, it's SD. Look at that. Going for Deadly Arts Trickery. Acrobatics, Holosmith. As well with the older school. Oh no, is he running Sword Shield? Yeah, Sword Shield, okay. Soul Beast. Oh, Radiant Guard probably. Weaver, Scourge, and Right. Predictions, people. You know what's gonna happen. Already. Blue team have an actual composition. Okay? They do. This is a true story. Okay, this is a true story. They're already buffing up. Red team already gone right into the middle point. They're already 3v4. Waiting for the thief to come in is going to be a bit delayed, of course, on the side. Herald already getting in. Getting right into the... Wow, Jennifer Hale put me off there. Straight down is going to be the Scourge. Obviously the main focus target. And you're going to watch the rest of these guys fall quite quickly as well. This red team, probably newer players, maybe less experienced, maybe got together at the last minute, whereas blue team, you can probably tell, have a little bit of a composition. And they will be losing this fight. This game will be very one-sided. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to switch now, before it's too late. Before it's too late. Okay? I know it is. I know it is. There's no point. Let's go and watch another game, which isn't going to be so one-sided. Like, you know that's going to be the case, okay? Let's at least get onto a game where there's a firebrand on each side. No, there isn't. Jesus. Good Lord. It's going to be like this. It's going to be like this. Although... Oh, I got a Weaver here as well. Yeah, we'll see. Alright, Zara, no worries, dude. Let's try and see if there's any other teams here. I wish you could, like, click on here and see the comps of each team. Even just, like, has he got a firebrand? Maybe. Okay, so either way, you do have Mirage over here. Portal's not really being used anymore. You've got the Firebrand, still got the Signet. Sugar Cookie is going to be playing Radiant Guard. Hello Demonic. Pele is going to be playing Weaver, and then you finally
hold on to your points. Seize theirs.
Core Ranger. Is he playing traps? No. Okay. This is interesting. That looks a bit weird. Has he maybe not changed his build or something, probably? It's a bit of an odd build, but okay.
Red team wins a capture point.
They're going to go for the 1v1 between the Ranger and the Weaver there, actually. Firebrand being trying to be taken out by the both Radiant Guards as well at the moment. Doing a good job of just supporting, or trying to support Sugar, but there's a lot of, that is a lot of damage coming out onto him, but he does well. Jumps down to support, and now they're going for the damage and potentially onto legendary CK. Gets a nice hammer too. But then he has to actually disengage himself. Lots of power damage on NA at the moment. Less so conditions-wise. They do survive the fight in the end. Doesn't need to go for the downstate. Just needs the damage. Gets knocked back though. Does try to pop off the extra damage using that focus. Porting in. And obviously using his first virtue, which gives a little bit of burning as well. The Bunker Guardian's got to be a little bit careful here, so this is why the Radiant Guard is potentially trying to just put a little bit of damage onto the young Holosmith, but actually gets sucked right in, and there goes the Guardian over on the side. The Firebrand is nowhere near his teammates to bring him up. That's 2 downstates. Has he got Signet? Is he going to get the Signet off? No one interrupts whatsoever. I really should have been known that he was going to use that. He's still got 2 cheeky little heals left on charge. He's got 1 more left. Doesn't want to use that if at all he can manage it. He's got a couple of burning ticks on. He's got nothing left really other than the book. He needs to get into his second one if he can to heal up. He does. He needs to get away so he can get that stability off on his elite. He's doing a good job of trying to heal himself up. And just... he is actually doing a really, really good job. And blue team, though, do have almost a triple cap right here. So they're still trying to take out this Firebrand, while the other on the point right now, Radiant Guard, is trying to 1v2, which is not very beneficial. Obviously on the other side of the map as well. Have got the downstate and the finish of Kim. In the end, this Firebrand will go down. Channels his heal. But, I mean... I just don't really know what the point of that was in the end. Lots of power damage from this blue team. Spellbreaker now trying to plus potentially, not plus potentially, but actually go back to the close point now to get the cap over there. The Mirage did a good job of just getting the full cap. Unfortunately, a +1 means that he's going to have to disengage from that. Trying to take out this Radiant Guard here. Brings out the focus. He's actually doing a really good job. Radiant Guard versus... that is Radiant Guard, right? Conditions bring him down quite low though, that's the problem. I haven't got infinite amounts of Condia removal. Even though it's the Guardian, you still don't have like all the Condia removal in the world. Oh, they both take each other out in a swift hit, but there you go, there's the blue team. They are in position as per usual, as they have been throughout this match so far. Can he get some cleave there? Oh, no. Unfortunately, no. He's playing Greatsword, not Hammer. So there's the 2 versions of the build, Greatsword and Hammer. Hammer offers a little bit more CC, of course. Greatsword a lot more burst damage from that whirl on the second ability. It also has a little bit of control. Offers some symbols. A symbol. But this is actually a pretty clean sweep, even versus a team with a Firebrand. But of course, at this stage of the tournament, it could just be about the fact that they're just not that experienced. They're running a comp, which is not too bad, but just inexperience means that they get kind of face rolled on the map, because the sheer damage and focus and communication from the blue team is obviously too much for the red team to deal with. Firebrand was doing pretty well though.
Red team wins a capture point.
The Sword Shield Holosmith, I mean, they've pretty much given up now.
Heat level 0.
Water with Demolishers and then Agility and Energy. To be expected. Condition removal. Yep. Actually going for regen. There you go. Lots of support actually in this build, to be honest. Good versus the Condis. So Weaver's role is a little bit confusing at the moment for me, really. Oh, Weaver, sorry, it's Tempest. I keep saying Weaver for. He's actually playing a damage Tempest as well. He's not even playing supportive. So I thought he actually might have been the supportive role, more of a supportive role, because you've got really the big damage dealers here. And then you've obviously got the Mirage. Let's just double check his runes and whatnot. So he's going for Wizard's Amulet. With Illusions, Dueling, and Mirage. But yeah, this is a pretty clean sweep, this one, unfortunately, for these guys. But we are going to go probably follow this team a little bit, this blue team, since we're actually over here at the moment as well. So he's, instead of going for Chaos, he's going for Illusions.
Red team wins a capture point.
I know. I don't know why. Am I missing something here? With this build? With this Tempest build? Tempest used to be really good back in the day. You did see, I think like 2 months ago or so, you saw like some Weavers. Not Weavers, Tempest, sorry, like supporting. It was a possibility that maybe they would take over from Firebrand or something. Or like assist. Maybe go for more of a 2-cap strat, but I mean there are no thieves in this game, of course. Thief on this map is really, really nice. Even Deadeye like is ridiculous because it's so big, so open. Like really open and wide spaces. And it's, oh nice, interrupt there. Cheeky interrupt on the hill. Well, he actually died during the hill, but technically it's an interrupt, I guess, in a way. Finished rebuilding my computer that last night, back in top 10% worldwide on 3D Mark. Really? Holy shit. Jesus Christ. I need a stream machine set up, dude. And then I need a way to connect them and everything else. Or a new build so I can actually, like, I don't know. Not be gutted on my CPU. Unfortunately, not the greatest game for the red team. Broken apart for most of the place. Blue was all about the damage, man. Not much sustain, really. I mean, probably one of the most sustainable characters was actually the Holosmith, funnily enough. Let's exit that. Yeah, it is meh, indeed. No, yeah, exactly. No, I know. Yeah, I got Elgaia Stream Deck and the capture card as well, yes. Yeah, I know how to potentially fix it all up. I just need an actual machine to do it. Just so I can run at full highest settings and, I don't know. Gonna shoot up 5%. Nice! Awesome, man. You have to send me that in a DM so I can look at it later. Don't forget, guys, this is the subathon, so if you do want to subscribe or extend the time, it's a bit quiet at the moment. We've got 4 subs in the last hour and a half and some bits, but it's a bit slow. It's a bit quiet compared to usual. So, let's kick it up a notch. Let's kick it up a notch. Let's go. This is the Baldathon, man. Where's the excitement? Where's the hype and enjoyment of life? Whew, so warm, god damn it. I'm very rusty as well, by the way. Very rusty. Okay, so let's go with this. Firebrand, Soul Beast, Radiant Guard again, Spellbreaker, and then we have, oh, cheeky, he's dead. We have a Reaper as well. Let's check on the Firebrand, see how he's doing cooldown wise. He does have his last charge on stability. He doesn't want to use that. It's a really big one to use. If he does have condition removal, gets into his first book, it's not going to be the greatest, but fortunately for him, he doesn't need to worry about it too much. It's not being focused right now. Now this 2v1 really is actually, the shout. The Soul Beast is on the other side right now. If they can get this kill, it's actually not too bad. You can see if the Firebrand is still pushing mid in this 2v2, which means the Soul Beast will be 1v2 on the other side of the map as well. So it's kind of even for both teams in terms of their split, but the Necro and the Guardian go mid on blue team. Just trying to overpower these guys at mid, maybe try and get a cheeky kill, potentially on the Firebrand here. Doesn't have his Signet up at the moment, so he's got about 30 seconds left until he can res an ally. Downstays for blue team though, as they start to hover back in. Red have been able to get themselves together in this team fight. A little bit too late for blue. Or potentially they should have backed out from mid here, I think. Maybe gone for the sides, but still a good focus onto the Firebrand here as well. Where's this Thief? Here he is. I'm waiting for him to come in on this Firebrand actually. No, he's going... No, sorry, not Firebrand, the Necro. The Reaper. I was actually expecting him to jump on the Reaper, but the Thief is pressuring the Firebrand so much he has to push away. Surprised he hasn't killed him yet, actually. But the thing is, blue team are quite low themselves. Thief is, if he jumps into that fight at the moment, could potentially get absolutely wrecked by the Reaper. He's got Reaper Shroud back up, pops into it. Does get a little bit of corruption there. And he gets the... Is he running? Yeah, 25 stacks of might. Whew. Beastly. Easy rest for the Guardian there.
Has appeared.
Stillness up as well. We are going to see... Oh, wow, that's interesting. Oh, the map markers are still old. Is that base engine? No. Sword Shield Holosmith. Very much being played by a lot of people at the moment. Still rifle as well. The builds on Gods of PvP. It's a little bit different to what we're seeing here, obviously. NA and EU do have they do have some fair few different builds. There's a lot of power on NA. It's actually been power has actually been really prevalent on NA for a long time, to be fair. Compared to EU, just generally. They love those cheeky Mesmer builds. Oh, they love those cheeky Mesmer builds. But you can see the support that comes out really from this Holosmith build as well. Actually, he's going for Iron Blooded, so on versus this comp, obviously. Sorry, not this comp, this comp. They've got more power. It's all power. It's Reaper, it's Spellbreaker, it's Radiant Guardian, it's Soul Beast. You know, all power on red team. And it's all power on the blue team. There's only one difference, and that's the... Oh no, there's a couple of differences actually, that's a lie. It's the Guardian and also the Thief. Sorry, Guardian and Soul Beast on the red team, and then you've got the Holosmith and the Thief on the blue team. It's still not over really, to be honest. This 1v1 will be going on for a fair while. You're looking for the focus target now onto the Holosmith. He's just trying to back away here. Jeez, don't think he's gonna... Versus power, like his... Let's have a look at his amulet actually for a second. He's got Demolisher, he's got Toughness, he's got Sanctuary as well, which helps with his barrier a lot. I'm going to talk about Engineer. I'm surprised he doesn't go for... Oh no, sorry, I'm thinking about Scrapper now. Sanctuary Rune is a pretty solid choice. Sanctuary Rune on Scrapper is epic for the barrier. But I don't go for that, obviously. This 1v1's still going through, but Spellbreaker-wise, the blue team Spellbreaker is having a little bit of a better deal at the moment. He's playing it well. Doesn't really need to dodge there. Good block. Needs to try... He's just trying to keep it contested. Now this guy can get off the point and just give himself some breathing room at the moment. Although his HP isn't really going down. The blue team member is not actually... He's actually missing a lot of his abilities. Going for Axe as well. Blue team are slowly coming back. Mid cap under their control. Stillness is up right now as well. Tranquility. Oh wow, did no one get the stillness from before? Red team going for that tranquility buff. Here comes the blue team Thief. He's going to be in on there. But the focus pop from the Guardian. Nice. Oh no! The Thief needs to back out hard. Get that short bow. Get out of there, mate. He's got 1 second left. Oh no, what's he doing? Oh wow. Now back in the day, Dragon Hunter was a big counter to Thief. Radiant Guard as well can port onto that Thief and do a lot of burst damage and really take him out quite quickly. So probably not the best man to go down there. Blue team unfortunately falling a little bit by the wayside. They do have the Guardian downstairs now. But this is the Firebrand, remember. So they're losing support on the map. They just don't want to lose Tranquility. But at the moment, they could... They need a blue team member to come down with him. Or hold 1v2 for as long as possible. But he can't hold for that long. It's a lot of power damage. It's not Condi's. And Firebrand is a bit weaker to the old power damage because he can heal. He's got a couple of burst heals, but not many in comparison to the amount of condition removal he has. But obviously he does get the support there from the other Reaper. He did a really good job at trying to survive. Blue team really making sure they try and get this Tranquility buff. Good job from the Reaper there. Takes him down with that whirl as well. The poison was good. Here comes the Guardian from the red team. Does he have... No, sorry.
Blue team seizes the capture point.
To the wrong person there, my bad. From the red team. Did get the Signet Res off, it looks like. I was trying to go over to him for the Signet Res. That was my bad. Hey, Krief, what's up, love? Trying to get that whirl off. He uses his second ability in that. Gets some nice life siphon, actually, I believe. from the projectiles. Trying to use that second axe ability to really get a ton of damage off. I don't think... Did he get the corrupt on axe 3? I'm not sure if he did. There's another corrupt though. There's a shout coming out. Goods and shield knocked back by the Guardian. The Reaper comes in with a whirlload. Tons of poisons. Up to 12 stacks. Just trying to advance on the enemy. But there you go. Goes out Reaper Shroud. That's when he starts to get bursted down. Good job. As the other Reaper still was in Shroud. Don't want to come out of that too soon. We do see the rest coming out as well. Let's have a quick look at the build. He's going for Spite, Soul Reaping and Reaper. He's not going for Blood here. We do see the same build on the other team member as well. So you got a lot of power. It's all about the might stacking. You can see, you will see constantly between 15 and 25 might stacks for the Necros. Really, the Thief again jumping into what is a massive clusterfuck of damage. I'm sorry, it is. It's got 2 Reapers there. The Thief has no business being here whatsoever. He really should just leave and try and get the caps on the map for his team, blue team wise, and try and let the rest of these members just play this out, or at least switch out with someone. But they're losing caps on the map. Thief does now go to mid, potentially go for the full cap, but double down state on the red team. Blue team are low, and here comes the Guardian. Is he going to get a cheeky little res? He doesn't get the Signet res? Oh, he's got a Signet there. Why doesn't he use it? Oh no, there you go. It's just delayed. Oh no! And then the other red team member pushes. And they got the downstate damage as well, which means blue team couldn't really go for the cleave or anything. They're still low themselves, have to be very careful. There's a Guardian, the blue Guardian there, can just say is very, very low HP. Has to be very careful. Nice pull as well from the Greatsword on the blue team Necro Reaper, sorry. And now the Guardian's in a lot of trouble. Needs to try and channel his heal. Does have his books up left. No, he needs to go into his book. Oh, you lucky bugger. No, too late. Jesus, alright.
Red team wins a capture point.
This fight over Tranquility is pretty epic right now. There's one cap. And upstairs, don't forget that there has been a downstate between the two. There's 2 Spellbreakers on blue and red really fighting out now. 1 cap apiece. This means that the red team warrior can go for the stillness buff. Red team trying to get the reses down below. Blue team winning this out. They need to finish these guys and actually move out from here. Thief is trying to take him down. Don't forget the downstate damage from the Necro is immense. You can't forget that. And literally, if it goes onto the blue team member here, the Necro, the Abyss. Oh my good lord. And amazing. Here comes the Guardian. And Sasuke just absolutely saves everything right there, as well as the downstate Necro. It's like having someone else still up in the fight because the damage in downstate is absolutely immense. They jump onto the Thief. There you go. That's what I was talking about from the Guardian. You can get that judge's intervention. Wow. And just jump on the Thief, and that's where you'll see, hopefully, if you're playing Radiant Guardian, you're doing that at points in time to at least push the Thief away, and that's Tranquility pumped up for the red team. Triple cap. Maybe they'll try and get the stillness here as well. He needs to interrupt it, just chuck some damage down on the point, which is going to tick on him, so he won't be able to channel that for a little bit of time. Hollismith trying to do the best he can with the situation he has, charges through that heal.
Blue team seizes the capture point.
Blue team need to come back in. Thief's doing a good job now, going for the side caps. Warrior versus Warrior once again, the Spellbreakers. Stillness is important. Four now members of this red team all over this point as they keep the capture point. Oh no, yeah, Hollismith needs to leave. Unfortunately, no one is interrupting the stillness cap. Thief is thinking though, if they don't have any caps, stillness won't matter. And it doesn't now. They do get it for a little bit of time though with the single cap. Thief goes back over towards Temple. Good to try and interrupt on this node. He's actually thinking really, really well, this Thief, at the moment. Some interesting decisions from before, but now the Tranquility cast. This is important. This is the last chance for the blue team to come back. Red team looks like they've forgotten about it. Soul Beast is the only one that can get down there in time with the longbow, of course. Can he get the damage on the Thief before he gets the cap? He doesn't. And there you go. That's the last chance for them to come back. 2 red team members go down. Have we got the Hollismith upstairs getting the Tranquility buff? No, he gets the dome though. Good idea. On the turret. On Inventions? Pretty sure. If they can get this, they're losing the caps. They lost the warrior over on that side of the map as well. I believe he's lost that a couple of times to this warrior. 1v1 downstairs on mid. Looks like blue team can't hold on to this Tranquility cap. I think they're going to get it probably. Stillness. Still 2v2. Do have the one cap. If they can get this stillness buff, get this kill, they can come back into the game. The Reaper comes out with the Shroud and the swirl? Oh, the swirl of love. Oh no! Double down state, Frigid down as well. The rest comes out from the Guardian. We do see, I do believe, a double Signet. The Signet is a res which can be planted down on the ground as a res. And it looks like blue team having a lot of difficulty here. If they can get this down state, that'll be good. They need to get the +1 here from someone. Unfortunately, the Thief did go down, though, in the roads. Not great. If he can get into this stillness fight, though, might be able to save the day. Guardian needs to contest this. Someone needs to contest this. But at the same time, they could go for sides and make sure that they don't even get any use out of stillness at all. But they do have Temple right now. Here comes the Thief. Red team have left stillness. They're letting them have it. Gets the cap. Now they need to focus on the rest of the map. Temple. Thief's going to plus. No. Thief going the wrong way. No. Oh, no. Blue team just lost too many members. I don't think this is possible for them to come back.
Red team wins a capture point.
Yeah, I'm nowhere near away. This is true. I don't think this is going to happen for the blue team in the moment, unfortunately. I think the Spellbreaker, in all honesty, on the blue team should have stopped this 1v1 attempt at far. I was detrimental to them as a few different things where the Thief got heavily involved in some team fights or smaller skirmishes like or 3v3s and whatnot, and went down quite a bit. Went down in rows, but did a good job at rotating around the map, trying to help them out when Tranquility was up. Got some nice decaps moving around the map as well, so that they could leave the stillness for the red team to cap, and they didn't get much benefit out of it. That's actually not too bad. It actually did okay, different occasions there. But it was a nice game, actually. It was actually not too bad. Yeah, good watch. See if we can catch a game that's not halfway through. Here we go, there we go. Oh! Interesting, this should be a good one. It's a shame it's so low down in the bracket. We are going to be seeing a Weaver here, though. And he's going to be playing with Marauder. And we do have, indeed, the Mirage, who's going to be going with Domination, Dueling, and Mirage. Then we do have the Chaos. He's going to be going with Sages. And then you've got the Power. So, the Power from Shorts. The Power of Shorts going for Domination. And then you've got the Condi coming from with the Chaos with Sage and Adventure.
Hold on to your points. Seize theirs.
And you got the Hellsmith with the Mine there. And the Sword Shield. And that Condi removal a long time ago said that shield would come out for the protection and for the Condi remove. No one was really trying it other than one NA, actually, Hellsmith.
Red team wins a capture point.
And credit to them. Then you've got Half, you've got Uritan, you've got some big names on this side as well. Grimjack. No, all of these guys actually. The team losing one of their members though. The Thief, unfortunately, getting involved. We've seen it like a lot recently. Daggerson, Jesus Christ, that ability is ridiculous. As they go towards mid. Urantian used to high-level Guild Wars 2 play back in his ESL days. Tournament, World Tournament Series as well, actually. I don't know, actually. I don't know if they do have two Team USAs, to be fair. They're looking for their opportunity. Jumps in on the Thief. I don't think he's got another port. No, he doesn't. Oh, there's the card. Are we seeing... we probably won't start to see many Radiant Guards from now on, maybe? Trying to get the poison out, trying to cleave as much as possible. The Thief is trying. He's not really getting any assistance here. They get pushed away, Half as well. Trying to just help out Burning and Torment. Who is the Scourge here, so you can see Half and himself hanging out very closely. Lots of conditions means that He can get the heal. Half is right on his backside. The power damage, though,
Team grabs a capture point.
coming out onto the Necro is immense, and Half is doing a fantastic job, but unfortunately he does go down in the end. He can't really sustain that much healing versus the amount of power that just came out from that Mesmer. Immense damage from that Greysword right there as well. And they're just pushing target down. Every moment is being used here by this red team to take the advantage. They just go target down, takes out the next one. The good focus from this red team means they can push now for the close point and actually start to get some caps. They've gone for kills. That is the strat of the red team. Kills over caps. They get those caps, kills on the map. They can get at least a 2 cap, possibly a triple if they shut them down in their own close point and even push them towards their spawn, which is what they're currently doing, exactly as I said. There you go. And now as they get stuck here for a while with a double cap, that gives them a little bit of the lead. They have to be very careful though, because this is going to happen. They will start to get taken out if they push this, because the red team have just respawned with full cooldowns and they're all groups. Although, they're separating them quite well at the moment. Oh, that's actually the thief, so it's not too bad. So Ete on the side is going to be looking to jump in on someone at the moment as well. As the Urantium does try and keep the point contested. Red team separate this blue team really, really well. Good res. Burning Torment. Just trying to get a little bit of a line of sight down here. Still the symbols and whatnot coming out from the tome as well from Half the Guardian. And now blue team can come back onto the red team here as well, being a little bit cheeky. And they have regrouped successfully. I do believe Half has used his Signet res as well, so still got 60 odd seconds left on that. Until that comes back up. They did get going down as well though. Watch out here for the Mesmer. Good port. He's actually going to just have to line of sight here. But good job. The blue team really on him. They know he's very, very, very low indeed. Doesn't have his stealth or anything really to get out of this at all. And he's going to go down, drop into the down state as well. There's no way he's going to get back up, unfortunately. Thief, thinking about it. He's low. I don't know if that is a good idea. Risky. Is he going to go ahead and go for a cheeky little decap? Oh, drawing him away. No, it's not worth it. Thief doesn't make the best decision in the world there, unfortunately. Holosmith, though, he's lower mid. He's still got that mine to push back. That's why he needs to put it down. He's going to have his mortar kit. He's still got... Oh, dear. He's pretty much dead. Oh, still got mortar kit. Gets interrupted. He's trying to maybe potentially pop off that mortar kit 5, then get a bit of a shield. For potentially to get a little bit of an AoE heal, but unfortunately doesn't get that in the end. Pink shorts. He's doing a good job at just moving over towards the blue team's home node as they just start to get a little bit of footing in the map. Looking at the map on the bottom right hand corner, Thief is just having a look at the windmill, it looks like. Doesn't really need to that much. Maybe he's lost eyes on the blue team Thief here as well. And he's on the other side of the map, taking out shorts. I'm just going to have a quick look over at the close point as well, as they've probably lost a little bit of eyes. Nope, they've got eyes on the Thief. He's over on this mansion node as well. Red team, I feel like they need to be going for the push on this far node at the moment. Trying to get that finish onto Anya possibly, but there's Dagger Storm. The reflects coming out from the red team Mirage as well. That is the more Condi based Mirage. It's not full burst. Not full burst. They've got some sustain. But they have to be going for free caps. They can't sustain a team fight, which is why you see red team permanently pushing. If the blue team focus more on a 2-cap strat and they push a fee far, potentially when the red team actually do go for that third node push, then they're probably going to have quite a good job. You'll see blue team just switching, like you just saw there. There's like 3 or 4 players trying to force the team fights a little bit more. And red team are, unfortunately, the thing is, I think as well with this red team is that they're trying to skirmish on all points, but they're losing people. And they keep pushing, they're not regrouping successfully, and that's allowed blue teams to come back quite well, because not only are they able to sustain and get the capture points, whereas red team are relying purely on kills and like map domination. The blue team are just chilling a little bit more of classic Guild Wars 2 from back in the day. So they're having a little bit more joy at the moment. As red team needs to just get a solid bit of a regroup. They did get a little bit, but they can't sustain this team fight. Here comes the firebrand and the healing. Remember, they've still got that res as well. The Signet res is very powerful. Doesn't get it. Oh, I did get it onto another member, actually, unfortunately. Fortunately, sorry. Comes the Holosmith, trying to block some of that damage. Nice pushback as well by the Mesmer. Half. Actually, really nice line of sight there by Half as he just drops down. Pink Shorts is downstayed as well. Anya, nice dodge, evades that Holosmith ability. Really nice pull as well. So Half maybe can just get out of there. Puts down that axe symbol as well. He can cheeky little empower to get his self-heal back up. But a good Guardian won't spam all his abilities, boys and girls. And Half is a good Guardian. Don't tell him I said that. But he's always been a good Guardian. Same with moves. Naru, all these guys who play Firebrand, you know, you can. They've got so much condition removal, so much healing, so much might pumping action. They will always see him using it at the right occasion, the right time, you know. So what's always impressed me with like top level Guild Wars 2 players, they know the situation so well that they know not to blow a massive cooldown because they're going to need it in about 10 seconds time because of how the fight's going, how the fight is evolving and moving forward. And that's what's something I really respect about players that are so good in this game. Always have. Look at blue team here, together, completely. Getting that focus damage onto the Weaver, trying to push him away. They can't sustain this, red team. They need to pull them away like they are now. Like, this is where the blue team are not going to have much success. Red team just slightly start to come together to push on one member of this blue team. And it's still very, very even, even though I'm talking about more on the blue team side. Half is sticking on Node, trying to get a cheeky couple of ticks on the cap there. And then you've got this mid-fight between the Soul Beast and the Mesmer as well. We have seen unfortunately, the Condi Mirage does go down here. The Thief needs to be very careful. He's quite low himself. He does drop into the fall down state. But unfortunately for the red team, they do not have a Signet Res or anything to bring him out. Shorts is going to have to disengage or potentially pick off the Scourge. But if he does, that means the Thief will potentially pick him out as well. And now blue team, 4 members. Shorts needs to just get out. Needs to get out of here. And push to far. Someone needs to push to far. Get this decap. Pull the blue team across the map still. Nice pull from Shorts. We're in the focus. Did he get that pull? She didn't see. Might have been on the other side.
Dust to dust, sand to sand.
In the blink of an eye, blue team grabs a capture point.
But this is the momentum of this game has switched so much. Let's just pull that down a bit. Into the blue team's favor, but still the red team, they are getting some caps on the map. So they had a big lead at the start due to that first initial engagement. Got 2 or 3 kills. Holosmith is now going to try and sustain versus this Mirage. Now he has got a lot of condition removal, of course. He's trying to remove some of those clones, but there will come a time. Doesn't need to really blast. So this is where you might see the conditions start to pile up on this guy because he just blasts that heal, right? And he was almost full HP. And I do this, I'm guilty of this as well. He loses condition removal. If he keeps doing that, that's 5 seconds of a heal he doesn't have to remove conditions. And he blasts it again there as well. He doesn't have a lot of HP. More often than not, you probably don't even need to blast the heal. So you've got to be careful as an engineer. Luckily enough, he gets the support he needs. Plus 1-ing. But that is blue team with 2 caps. 463 points. And red team just blast this node. It goes.
Red team
see?
wins a capture point.
Where's Half? Signet Res again. No one, even though they've got 5 damage dealers here and they've got a lot of interrupts, they're not. I mean, I don't know how many Signet Reses Half has had in this game. It's been quite a lot. And that's going to be the end of the red team, that's for sure. This will be the team that has a chance against the Team USA boys, I would say, if we see them in the final versus each other. But that will be the game. Half of the rest of his crew. Unfortunately, Shorts is out with his team. They did a good job. But unfortunately, in the end, it was not enough. Really saw the communication there from the blue team as well. Just always solidly in their skirmishes, taking out red team members across the map as I try to close the door and lose my train of thought. But good game. 2 good games in a row, actually. But that was a bit better. Wasn't too bad. Casting wise, it was alright. It's more fun. Don't forget, guys, the subathon is live and is very, at the moment, is quiet. We have 3 hours left on the clock for 2 days, up to 12 hours per day, and we have only had 4 subscriptions and 1,000 bits. My good lord. It's quiet during the Borderfon. I know it's the monthly automated tournament. We've got to start pumping this up. Otherwise, the Borderfon could be over day 1 after only 6 hours or so. My good lord. Check out all the information in the document as well. See how we go. The aim is to push for 12 hours per day. Guild Wars 2 today. Loads of giveaways every single time we hit 10 subs. We got 120 subs the last time. About 200 the time before. So we'll see how January truly goes. It's always a fun month. Okay, I've not seen that one before. Anyway, go to another game. Stop talking. Oh, this is just over. So who is this?
Red team
I'm going to see those guys get to this stage of the tournament as well, actually. I mean, he's versus one of the bigger teams, that's for sure. Oh, this is Kiba's team. Subscriber to the channel, a good man. He's playing on Guardian at the moment. Not many pull up for he played Warrior actually. Blue team have pushed them way back. They need to just get out and start recapping this map up. Pull them away. Try not to get demotivated here. Salty Sea Monster, Scourge, a lot of damage there. Is out. Comes the Soul Beast. Kibra on the Firebrand as well. Maybe he does play Firebrand, Mason. I don't know. This is one of the teams to look out for on the forum post as well.
Blue team seizes the capture point.
I chose you.
We are still seeing a Radiant Guardian, actually. Oh, nice. Oh, that Conde remove. Whew. One of the best times to use Contemplation of Purity ever. Like nearly every condition in the game on him. And he's back up to almost full HP. Heal still available. Salty Sea Monster though again. Twice in as many moments. He's in down state and he's finished. And there goes the second team member as well. Where's the Firebrand? Kiba had to survive from the last engagement and disengage. Now they need to regroup. This is probably their last opportunity to come back into this game. Blue team not giving them any room to breathe whatsoever. Because I don't want to do that. I don't want to let them regroup. But this means red team can regroup on their close node. And I'll probably do that and try and take out a couple of these guys. Maybe try and map dominate. But the Mirage at the moment over on the far end of the map is trying to potentially keep these two guys busy while the Guardian... No. He could go for a decap mid easily. Oh no, but they're still losing people. Oh dear. I think this indecision from... These guys switched out, actually. And I think at this moment in time when that happened, this is when they started to lose people. They should have actually just gone either... The Guardian should have gone mid, who was closer, or... They should have just had the outnumbered fight while the Mirage is far. Now the Mirage is far dead. Some indecisions here. And the last attempt to come back into the game. Unfortunately for them, that will be them out. And that's Kiba's team. as well as the Rantium team as well. So let's have a look on the... So that's Team Proper English is out. That's Kiba's team. I'm not sure who these guys were, actually. It was in the forum post on the Guild Wars 2 forums, was one of the teams to look out for in today's automated tournament. Ah, Romano. So this was the other team, Capri and his goons. Team name is unknown. Okay, so this is gonna be a full. Ah, now there you go. Here we go. This was gonna be the final. So this is what I would have hoped was gonna be the final. It's not. So this is a big game. This is where Team USA will go out or not. And you gotta watch him. Watch Dustin. He's gonna be one of the most influential people in this game. He's always been one of the most influential players in Guild Wars 2 PvP ever since day one I started casting this game. And that was 5 years ago. So keep an eye on him if you see him on your screen.
Blue team grabs a capture point.
These guys played with each other for an immense amount of time. So let's just have a look at him anyway. Why the hell not? Still getting away from his target, trying to get away from Anya. You're going to see Anya should be really on him all game. He needs to be.
Seizes the capture point.
Tabitha looks like he's going to go down here as well. Can the Guardian get the cheeky signet off? No, he can't. He's being pushed. He's being interrupted. No, he does. He gets it off. I missed that. But now the pressure... Sorry, not Naru. I went into the wrong flipping firebrand. Just got the res off. Oh, nice. No, I was on the right one. Don't be a pleb. Rantium having trouble, though. Good focus target damage. There's Dustin. Right in there to finish him off. Good res. Nice pushback by the shield. Obviously, Dustin doesn't reaction so quick. He gets res. On the other side, you see the blue team member down as well. Tabitha going down. Really, really low state of play. And Burning goes down in the end. And that does get the rally onto the Scourge. Good focus targets from both teams at the moment, separating two smaller fights on mid there. But that is going to be Team USA who come out on top in the end. This map disgusting in terms of its snowball ability. Easy for Thieves to get from point to point, anyone to be fair, because you've got this straight line that just goes through the middle of the map. And now Red Team know that they have to disengage, regroup, but Blue Team do not give a crap as Zeromus is pushing them back into their spawn. My good lord. They try to push out. Zeromus has got balls of steel here, man. Jesus Christ. Comes the Great Sword with a bonus! Oh, to the Necro almost takes him down! But Half is in the position to just absolutely rescue him. But Red Team are being ripped with Zeromus, man. Jesus Christ. He's just a one-man team there, just pushing him back with Tabitha backing him up from behind. They don't want to be too ballsy, but I mean, wow. Going for that full power damage with the Rune of Infiltration. Man, this is fun to watch. Damn. No Condi bullshit, boys. It's all about the power from Team USA right now, but of course with the Condi backup from Tabitha, maybe that's not technically true, but we'll call it Condi power. Hey, why not? But they're not even being allowed to leave their spawn, and the Red Team Mesmer is left to be 1v1ing the Soul Beast. And this is Zeromus down as the P picks him out on the side. Red Team being a bit cheeky. They do get the one signet res. And they can't back it up. Look at Team USA, they're just rolling through this team. They come back from that res. And Half needs to get out, gets put away. Trying to get out with Anya, nice wall, but Dustin, as soon as he gets knocked down, he's right back up again. Needs to be careful though. They are just absolutely relentless. Look at this absolute steamroll. Have they got somewhere to be? Jesus Christ. Maybe the toast is burning or something, the kettle's boiled, I don't know. They don't even care. Jesus. Now they've got to regroup. Well, this is it. This is the game, man. This is over. Still a big difference between the top team and the teams that are trying to get there. Trying to get the win in the 18 monthly. And a lot of it has to do with the amount of time that these guys have played together, as well as just the sheer confidence and just the balls on these guys. I mean, Jesus Christ. Absolute domination, pushing them all the way almost pretty much back to spawn. Red team, I mean, they had some good moments there. I think the red team thief as well, picking out targets on the side, has been pretty damn good. But Zeromus, as he pushes forward on that power mesmer, just gets backed up by Tabitha. It's almost like he's supporting him as he moves forward and allows him to just get off that burst damage. And here, I think they're just being a little bit too cocky, which is why they lose Tabitha in the end. And with the lead they have, I mean, at the moment, they probably potentially could even just go for a Lord Rush. Opens up the opportunities as soon as you get close to that 350. Urentium and the rest of the team not giving up, though, to their credit. Magic Toker goes for the windmill push onto the Soul Beast. This is cheeky little fear that he stole off the Necro earlier. Gets the steal from the pig as well. And gets some nice boons. Do you see that? Is that what just happened? Did he steal from the pig? What? You don't see people do that much. What? Is that what just happened? I hardly ever see that shit, dude. Whoa. The rest of this red team just getting absolutely disassembled at mid. And Carr gets away, but that's the game. The game was over in the first minute. Wow. A Lord Rush and they can finish it off right here. Did you see that, even odds? Did you see that? The steal on the pick.
Blue team seizes the capture point.
Oh, was it? Oh, was it? He can be picked up by anyone? It wasn't like a steal on the... Okay. I thought it was... Oh, yeah, of course. I didn't realize that anyone, even enemies, can pick up that. Yeah, of course. Yeah. Damn!
Behold, red team acquired.
That was epic. I've never seen that before, dude. I think because you never see that pet, right? That was crazy. Don't forget, guys, subscriptions, bits, donations all increase the stream time. We have 2 hours 51 minutes left. Want to go for 12 hours today. We started about 2 hours and 10 minutes ago. So if you do subscribe, you do, of course, push time forward. This game pretty much over, though. I haven't really been shoutcasting much in the last minute or so. Oh, he wants the kill. He wants the kill on Dustin. Magic Toker, he wants to take him down. But his desire to do so may not pan out for him, unfortunately, and it doesn't in the end. Sorry, that was for Carr, not the thief. My bad. Whoa.
Blue team seizes the capture point.
Exactly, yeah, even odds, that's right. Yeah, I thought he stole off the pig. I was like, okay. I'm guessing that can't happen. Damn. No, he just picked up the so the pig drops a thing, like it drops like an item on the floor, and you pick it up, and it was the mesmer steal. It was the mesmer ability which you steal, right? where you get a ton of boons. So he had a ton of boons, but he'd used the fear first from the Necro they'd stole before. So he used the stolen ability from the Necro, got the fear like even not said, and then he used the item on the ground. And that's the kind of thing I'm talking about, like the kind of thinking, you know? It's crazy, man. Like, thinking about it in that instant was just like, do you know what I mean? It's insane. Oh, immense. Oh, I gotta go back into the game. And that's the difference between the, you know, the top high end, like, 'cause you don't see that much, really. And that's where I think that, you know, I think he could still be the best thief in the game on both regions. I've thought that for a long time. Like, Cinder's amazing, but I mean, in those pressure situations, I mean, I think Magic Toka can get tilted sometimes, but I think in those short moments in fights, like it's just immense, dude. It's so good. It just blows my mind. Okay, let's get into this final potentially. Oh no, the other semi. Hey, ACL, what's up? If anyone's come in, I'm shoutcasting the Guild Wars 2 automated tournament at the moment during the border-thon. Red team trying to get a regroup. They get decapped though. This is a lot closer. Oh, look at that pull. Just to get out of there. Just to get out. Reaper again.
In the blink of an eye.
Versus a double Mirage. This is one of the other teams to look out for. This blue team, very much in a similar fashion to Team USA, pushing them all the way back. Oh, good lord. That event. Amazing. Romano does go down. Guardian doesn't have many. Well, he gets his heal back up. Has to line of sight while that occurs, of course. It's interrupted though. I believe that was by the Herald. It was indeed. The Jade on the Elite. He's trying to get up there, the Guardian, poor guy. He's sticking here though. I'm not too sure why. I think he feels like the blue team are going to push back again. No, there you go. Starts to move away. And this team moves towards mid. You will start to see this team fight erupt. You do have the double firebrand now as well. Double firebrand, 2 firebrand. 1 on each team. Blue team a little bit slow to come in and engage onto this fight though. As Suzuki is very, very low himself. Doesn't have his heal available. Doesn't matter though. It's the fight is kind of over. But Sion can see the chance and opportunity to potentially take him down. His heal does come back up though. Great Sword 2 well gets rid of those clones. He'll go down here if he's not careful. He needs to stick by his man. He's got that bleeding tick. As Sion though, is he going to come in for a cheeky down? Still that member down on the side. He's just trying to harass a little bit there. It's good thinking from Sion. And now the Soul Beast on the far node in this 1v1 versus Fiction. Fiction's still got a lot of power here actually. Sorry, I might have changed. Did he? No, probably didn't put Elixir S in specifically, but he can defend well against this guy. Still going for Sword Shield. Hollow Smith goes for a lot of Condi removal. Shield skills are going to offer protection, which remove conditions through anti-corrosion plating, of course. And then just switches over for Iron Blooded. So this build is very, very versatile. If you go up against the more Condi comp, you can just switch some things around. You can put Purity of Purpose on, for example. Maybe go for Comeback Cure as well. Still getting a lot of protection, especially over here. I mean, you can use this as well, but he's actually going for Vigor on Swiftness. Hadouken. will be taken out by the blue team member as well. Now, as we get closer towards stillness, 350, stillness? You might see the Brit team, if they can start to pull this back, which is not going to happen, and momentum is not with them whatsoever. They could have gone for the Lord, but unfortunately, blue team still dominating the map.
Blue team seizes the
Even to the point where they're now going to be able to +1 and close, and even push far while red team's coming back into the map, which is a bit ballsy. But they can do that one at a time as they see that someone is a little bit pushed after red team members are trying to come out into the map. Chrissy does go down, obviously, with a +1. Comes the stun from the Mesmer, trying to re-engage with the axe. Too many conditions. No condition removal. He is 1v2 as well, so there's not much point in him doing that. And then you will see the Necro go down as well. Absolutely no point really in him being here whatsoever. This is when you start to throw the game into the opposite team's favor. Spectator loses bracket 80. Wait, what? Loses bracket?
Blue team seizes the capture
Oh, you're being sarcastic. I was like, what? They added a losers bracket? Yeah. So you're gonna see blue team, who is Romano Please, Affliction, Scion, lots of crepey, Capri, sorry, Capri's son. Is it a meme that I'm not aware of? Okay. So if you don't know what's going on at the moment as well, we have our monthly subathon, which is going on currently. I do this for a living as a full-time streamer, as a content creator. I do a little bits and pieces like VR recording and stuff on the side. But we have a subathon every month where we push the earnings and we push the subs and we go for goals. And as we get those goals, I give stuff away in the chat for the game that we're currently playing, which is Guild Wars 2. And that's going to be gems, that's going to be store items and whatnot. So we do that every 10 subs. We've got 4 subscriptions today in 2 hours and 20 minutes. And also we had some bits, so we extended the time a little bit. But if you do want to subscribe to the channel, support what I do. Obviously I'm shoutcasting this tournament. I do the monthly once a month at the very least. I didn't do last month's, unfortunately, because I was a bit busy. Crazy life, crazy times. But yeah, so if you're interested, check out all the information. There is a document as well where you can find out all the giveaways that we're doing today and all the information on how much time you can add if you do want to add it. But otherwise, we're going to get into the final pretty much. Thanks, man. See if we can get back into the lobby. There you go. Hey Kiba, what's up, dude? Unlucky, man. Good try there. Good try. I think it's going to be Team USA, boys and girls, but you never know. Right, let's just give the sub to It's Loco Time. Thank you very much. Rylus, do you want to add or subtract the time? Thanks for the follows, guys, as well. So that adds 10 minutes to the streams. Rylus just gifted a sub. That's amazing. Thank you very much. I'm assuming that you want to add. But you tell me. We're going to add time. So Rylus just gifted a sub. She gets to decide if she gifted. And that adds 10 minutes to the clock. And Moon Kitty just donated 100 bits. And 100 bits is $1, which adds a minute or subtracts a minute. So when it's like 100 or so, I kind of just add it. Or subtract it. I know it takes a little bit of a minute to do. So I'm going to save that up and do it all at one time. So you just need to tell me if you're going to add it or subtract it. And then whenever anyone else donates some bits, I'll do the adding and the subtracting when we get some up to like 1,000. So then I don't spend all the time adding or subtracting it. There we go. Final time, peeps. Thank you, Moonkey, for the bits as well. And Anet Ben P just donated 100 bits as well. Thank you, man. So there's another minute as well. You guys just need to tell me if you want to add or subtract, and I'll do that when we get a fair amount of bits together. It's like saving up. Oh, there are other people coming saying this right now, aren't there?
Seize theirs.
Well, not this one, the EU one. Pretty sure. So you got Cash Grabbed. He's playing on Solvies. Then you've got the Mirage. Then you've got Magic Toke Dustin playing on Thief. You've got Tavifor on Scourge. Then you've got Naru who's playing on the Guardians. Don't think he's been playing the old Scourge for a fair while. Romano Please being on Scourge. Fliction playing on Holosmith. Sword Shield, yes indeed. Firebrand, Chrissy. Scion's going to be on the Mirage, and then you've got the second Mirage as well. One will probably be power, and Runa's Sunless Wizard's Amulet as well. It's a mixture of power and condition damage. Scion is going to be playing the same probably build actually as well. There you go. Wait, I need to double check that. Oh! They're really engaged in this fight, and with the two Mirages, they can't do anything about that, unfortunately, in the end. Red team get the double cap, and much like you saw on the previous map that we saw from them, they have pushed them all the way back into their spawn and completely annihilated them. They are back, and they need to regroup and almost completely restart the game with a 100-point deficit. And the Holosmith can re-engage here as he is in the 1v1, but you're going to see Dustin just come back. This is a big mistake by Fliction. He's going to die, and if he does that, I mean, maybe they're trying to use him as a distraction tactic to move into the map, but not a good decision from the blue team. Now they're going to come in one by one. They will die one by one, as they will be outnumbered, and they lost the fight when they were already 5v5, unless they get too cocky here. They really need to win this to come back in. This team fight must be won by blue. Oh, damn! Absolute, whoa! The res was strong on Naru though, and he gets the signet res, and they're back up. Blue team come out with a good amount of bursts onto their targets, the AoE cleave damage as well, but the thing is, they don't follow up. Naru got resed, and he pulls the signet up. And then, I mean, the hype was real for a second. Oh dear. Yeah, this is going to be GG, like, now. Or maybe after the first fight when they pushed him back. I would like to not see this month by month on NA. See what they're going to do now. They're going to focus on the guys in the downstate, and they're going to finish him. And they've got to use this cannon. They've got to get Naru down. They've got to get the cannon. Why is no one on the blue team right now getting the cannon? Someone should already be on their way there. Red team are on the cannon with one member down. They could get the decap. They don't need to, they're not even going to bother. They're just... I mean, they could have got the decaps quicker, and they could have got some quick caps there with one guy down. I mean, maybe they just thought, screw it, let's just get the decap anyway. They pretty much only had one anyway. Red team do get the time to regroup. Zeromus obviously taken out there as well.
Red team acquired
Magic Toke showing the fact that he's already won a monthly. Many. He uses that steal from the Mesmer there as well. Comes back. Over towards the Firebrand, putting pressure on him as he tries to push forward.
Red team wins a capture point.
Absolute domination on this Firebrand. If he goes down, that means the rest of the team fight's completely screwed. Here comes the AoE, cleave damage, and obviously the amount of conditions from the both Mirages is too much. But look, this is what Toka does, man. He sees an opportunity, even though Red Team had a downstated man there, and they would have been outnumbered if Magic Toka left. He leaves and gets the decap, and extends the Red Team lead, even though they're losing members. Even though they're losing members on the map, they're still ahead in points. Because Blue Team is stuck here. They're not moving. They're not rotating around the map. They're not forcing any of these smaller skirmishes either. And they're not doing themselves any favors, in all honesty. It's just complete, and it gives the Red Team enough time to get that respawn back out. And they should be okay. I mean, Naru does go down, obviously. But it's so late in the game. Infliction just needs to leave. At the moment, he's got to stick up there because he's got really no cooldowns left by the looks of things. Magic Toka's not going to risk going up there versus the Holosmith. They're going to go for one of the first caps they've really had in this game as they start to actually move across the map. Now they can plus up and get this close node as well. Problem is, as that happens for the Necro, I mean, Mirages can evade and actually potentially use this 2v3 to their advantage. Hopefully we see the Guardian coming in as well. He is here. They need to come together very quickly though, so they can benefit from the boons, benefit from the healing. Just focus on the target together with the Guardian hopefully supporting them on the way. He's going to use his Signet though on Scion. He will get back up. Oh, he goes immediately back down and then knocked back as well. Maybe not. Oh, this is not going to happen. No. 3 or 4 downstates in as many moments. Gets the heal there, but this is over. I mean, the Blue Team are just getting the double. They're not getting the double, are they? At all, actually. Oh, sugar. It's over on the other side of the map now as well. That's probably pretty much one of the fights over and done with.
Red Team wins a capture point.
And that's pretty much the game, to be fair. Game's been over for a long time.
2 as 1. Hologram projector engaged.
Okay.
Skyhammer calibrated to red.
I don't think comeback is really doable here, and they still use the hammer. They're still using the mechanics on the map. The Blue Team really haven't contested it whatsoever. To even give them a little bit of a comeback potential, again, at least getting the decaps so Red Team don't have this map domination they've had. Good damage on Naru. They've gone down a few times. Not with the hammer though.
Blue Team grabs a capture point.
Not much push, to be fair. Hey Jectris, what's up, love? EU games aren't any better, really.
Behold, Red Team acquired a capture point.
Definitely more so. It took about half the game, half the time to actually get into this though at all.
In the blink of an eye,
Do get a double cap. This is what I said they needed to do before. Just push out into the map a little bit more. Try and force those smaller skirmishes if they can. They have. Naru's been caught out a few times as well as he's been trying to disengage, and the Mesmers have been pushing him down. And then they've been trying to snowball off that kill from on Naru, but then it's almost like the Red Team know it and they pull them back to their spawn. Naru comes out and they pull it back. It's like, oh, nice pull. Comes the res, good job. Oh, yeah, but the damage has been done to the rest of the team, maybe, cooldowns wise. Not bad from the Blue Team. They take Tabitha down. Naru's there, uses the Signet, gets the res. No one from the Blue Team is on him. Goes immediately back down though. They choose to go for the focus, or the refocus, back onto that player. Or this nice wall on Naru there to really pin him down. But while, the thing is, the Blue, and this is the thing. Look, again! Look at this man. Red team are losing the game. They're losing this fight. Where are they? They're at Hammer. And they're decapping and recapping the map. This is the thing. This is the thing with this guy.
Maybe I was the illusion all along.
You can't, just because you're winning the team fight, when you, if you're versus a team with this guy on, with Dustin, aka Magic Toka, and you don't see him, he's fucking you over. Like, he's taking the points away. He's getting the caps, he's decapping, he's giving them the advantage elsewhere, because this, he's taking advantage of the fact that, you know, they're so focused on that team fight, and he's doing what a thief does. Of what a thief should be doing. It's very similar to what, you know, Sin does exactly the same thing. Look for the opportunities. Even if your team is losing the team fight or a smaller skirmish, try and +1 elsewhere, take that advantage. Even things up a little bit on the map, try and get a decap, try and get a full cap, try and get the hammer, try and get one of the objectives on the map. It's just immense, man. And that's why we're not seeing anyone on NA come anywhere close, really. Because we need that level. And there are players that can do it. It's just consistency, playing together, knowing that you can trust that guy to do the job without even potentially communicating it. I don't know.
Red team wins a capture point.
I want to see them versus like the top team on EU. That's what I want to see, because I think this is the best team in the game at the moment. I really do.
I was in some deep trouble there.
Both regions, easily. NA versus EU. I'm team NA now, boys and girls.
Behold, red team acquired a capture point.
Yeah, it's the previous Gizmo. That's right. That's right. Indeed. Good game. Well played from Blue. Good job on getting there. Hopefully, there's some potential there. Hopefully, we'll see them push back next time as well. Ah. Did so Riley, did you want to add or subtract that time? Sorry. From before. I need to add that or subtract it. But that's it. That's the NA monthly AT done in about an hour and 20 minutes. It's normally about how long it takes. Let's see if we can spot anyone. And they remain in position, not unmoved. Is it the same exact people from before? I know that Magic Toka was in the middle. Oh, we're adding it too. Reader Geek just adds 1,000 bits as well. Reader and Rylas carrying the stream right now. We did have some gifts earlier as well, but you guys need to get in on this. You need to get in on this. 2 hours, 36, so that is 15 minutes. 41, 51, 31. We're back up to 2 hours and 50 seconds. That is going to be Team USA winning the NA Automated Tournament once again. I mean, I don't know who has the most gizmos at the moment, but it's got to be one of these guys. I would say it's probably between Toka, Naru, and Zeromus, I think. Wait, Helio was... Is Helio cash grabbed? Can't remember. Thank you very, 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 very much for the bits then as well. Is there another AT on? There is an AT on. All right, let's go on.